Hello. 80% of SDR tasks will be and can be automated by AI in the next 12 months. Let's make sure that you are the one that's driving the change, because lead generation, prospecting, everything is going to be amplified and judged by the use of the Chat GPT. Everything changed. The way you write emails, the way you outreach people, the way you go to scale, everything changed. So let's make sure that you are the one steering the wheel. And today I'm going to share 2 tips how I use Chat GPT right now. It's a follow-up video to a previous one that I shared here. If you don't know who am I, I'm Nikolai. I'm leading the Blockchain Business Builders community. It's a community on Telegram where we meet, chat, and discuss, explore everything in Web3 BD together. If you would like to join, the link is in the description, and let's go to the video. Okay, I'll tell you the biggest mistake that majority of sales reps are making. So imagine you're a salesperson, John, and you're entering the bookstore. You're coming to the seller and you say, hey, I need a book on business. And then he leads you to a big shelf with a bunch of business books, picks a random one and gives you and tells, hey, this is a business book. And you're like, no, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for tips on copywriting. And he's like, well, you should have told me before. This is the basic mistake. People don't give enough context to ChatGPT. They don't specify, they ask what exactly they need. And that's why they keep getting bad results from ChatGPT and thinking that it's useless. So the one thing that I learned is ChatGPT is very good at doing something when you give them rules. So let's say it's gonna rules or a framework or something that is where you explain what kind of result you want. And this can be very simple. So let's say you are sitting on LinkedIn and you see a very cool post by a sales influencer, and they're telling you, so this is the top 7 cold email tips that I'm using for my sequence. And it's like write for brevity, and then like subject line 1 to 3 words, and this and that, like seven bullet points. What you can do creatively, you can take those 7 bullet points and get them, copy them, put them into ChatGPT and tell them, write me an email to this and this prospect using these rules, 100 words, and let's go. And then boom, ChatGPT generating the new response for you. That's very simple. So anything like that, it's good for writing emails, it's good for creating sequences, it's good for, because you don't even need to think about that. You can just take what you found online, what really works right now, find people that you trust, that you can follow and that they know what they're talking about, and then just copy their advices and go and try them out, because this is the only way to validate if this is gonna work for you. But anyway, those emails are at least gonna be good as yours. So like they won't be worse. Like if you're just using this method, don't worry about that, everything's gonna be fine. So the first tip number 1, give it as much context as possible. And the best use case I found for that is just giving them different rules, the way I want to execute to write something, and then getting the reply back from them. I used it sometimes for YouTube video descriptions. I was using it for posts, but for posts I don't recommend that, because people can learn. Basically, they can see that you're not writing them. People they already have an eye to see the LinkedIn posts with ChatGPT and without ChatGPT. So be careful with that. So that was the use case number 1. The use case number 2 is also very cool because I found it in the 30 MPC podcast. And it's all about rewriting and working with text. I don't like to spend hours of my day and of my time writing and crafting all of these emails or DMs or anything like that. So that's why I use ChatGPT to help me out in a way. So for example, the use case here are these ones. So can you write me email with a focus on brevity? It's amazing. It's amazing prompt. Like if you only use this rewriting for brevity, it's like you already in front of the 80% of the sales rep, because their emails are going to be chunky, hard to read, and your one's going to be very good. Your communication will be very clear. Then there's like rewrite for readability, rewrite for value and benefits for the prospect, rewrite for clarity. Basically, what really works, this brevity, rewriting for it for ET, for this part of the world. I don't know how this how this is called in English, but rewriting in that manner always works, and it gives you amazing prompts. Then the second prompt here is, can you write me email using less marketing sounding tone and more personal sounding tone? It can be less salesy tone, less market. It's a problem of me. It's a disease basically. I don't know where I got it. Maybe watching a lot of Grant Cardone videos. but it's, you know, it's like this pushy car salesman that sometimes gets up in me, and I'm starting to write like and my manager is like, oh my god, like what are you doing? So I use this to save the heart of your manager and their health. Then there is also interesting prompt here is, can you write this email with stronger call to action? That's clear. Another interesting use case that I found here is, for example, when you you had a call, important call with your customer, and then you have a transcript and you want to generate a very good follow-up email after the meeting. Let's say you take all of the transcript from your bot, that is like, it would be Fireflies, Chorus, Gong, like whatever. Just take the transcript and put it into Chat GPT and tell it to do this. Tell it like, take the transcript and summarize the key needs of the prospect in clear, brief bullet points. Boom, you take the transcript, it summarizes in bullet points what you can do next. You can do whatever you want. You can create a recap email to send to this prospect, again giving them rules and giving them the structure, how to do this email. You can, or for example, if you had a call with an important customer, let's say 4 or 5 months ago, and since then the relationship is already called again, or for example you're getting a new deal that you have never spoke about, and but there are some call recordings with previous reps that had conversations with this customer, then you can take the call recordings, tell it to summarize in the bullet points, and then create like email that's gonna like shake again the conversation so it's like, hey, last time we spoke about this and this, here are the key priorities, is this still a priority for you? Boom, email is done. You didn't do a lot of work, you didn't sit down and listen through all of the call, and saved a lot of time. You saved time, saved life, more time for doing more meaningful stuff. You're doing it more on the scale. Just find thing that works and do it more and more is the simplest secret that I can give to you. Basically, ChatGPT is changing lives, and I would recommend getting the Plus subscription because it really works, especially like in the video I mentioned before. And if you would like to learn more like these tips, here is the Blockchain Business Builders community. Like, this topic was born there. Like, I saw that people are just really want to learn more about ChatGPT and how we could make the life in sales easier. That's why you're watching this video right now. And if you want to have influence on what kind of content is on the YouTube, what kind of topics are interesting for you, like, subscribe, and comment, and we're gonna make it happen. So if you haven't joined community, there's also a link below, and see you in the next video. Bye bye, guys.